Okay. Share a couple thoughts?
Yes.
I just wanted to share a couple thoughts, and similar to Mrs. Weems, I know that we don't respond directly to public comment, and I know that this is a meeting for the Board of Education, a meeting in public for board business, but after multiple weeks of hearing the same narrative at public comment, I felt compelled, because the community is watching this as well, I felt compelled to share just a little bit of context. So earlier in the year, the 2021-22 My School data spreadsheet was released with school grades. There are 8 separate columns on that spreadsheet that have separate metrics to define success in public schools. Of those, the most important one is proficiency of our students in our schools. And the proficiency scores are not as represented. The proficiency scores, we have 4 schools with A's, 8 schools with B's, 2 schools with C's. Some of the other metrics in there include things like our graduation rate, which is at 96%, our attendance rate, our daily attendance rate, which is at 96 or above percent. The summary status in terms of meeting our assessments and having students prepared in standardized tests. We're in compliance with all laws, applicable laws under the public acts. And when it talks about our academic progress, the question is, did the school make meaningful, measurable academic progress? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. Our growth scores show that we are incrementally increasing student achievement in math and literacy for all of our students, and we're proud of the efforts and the implementations of some of our innovative programs, as well as revisiting program evaluation for our interventions. And so we know that this is going to take some time, and we know that we have work to do. But when we hear the same presentation over and over again, it begs the question of sincerity and genuineness, and whether or not there's an intentional misrepresentation to our public. So the scores are not as provided. I'm always happy to speak with other members of the community, as our Board of Education is and has. Probably over 20 hours of communication with individuals from our community about these very scores, to no avail, sadly. So I just felt compelled to share that. There are many ways to define success. I think that you see success through recognition, through the holistic education we provide, and yes, through incremental academic progress. Thank you.
Mr. Delgado, I didn't misrepresent anything.
Mr.
I'm sorry,
This is a public
point of
meeting.
order.
Sorry, are
You will have to talk with Dr. Delgado. I'm sorry, sir. This is not the forum for this. You'll have to speak with him at another time.
I'll call.
That sounds like,
Call
that
me once
sounds
again.
good. Okay,
Misunderstanding.
all right. Anything else, Mr. Dr. Delgado? Next, we're moving on to